In a city that is a rare melting pot, yes, it is part historical, it is part cosmopolitan, and man, it is music. Nashville, Tennessee is in many respects a microcosm of a diverse education. So it makes sense that the National School Board Association would hold its annual conference there, where school board members from across the country come to learn.
NSBA has three main objectives: legislative advocacy, legal advocacy, and public advocacy. And that is always the forefront of our mission.
We are stronger than ever.
The primary focus is to focus on public education and to exchange ideas that help the students they serve.
Well, as a school board member, hopefully you're making lots of connections and doing lots of networking and getting into lots of sessions and learning about your role as a school board member. You may be inspired or educated or just seeing keynote speakers that really ramp you up and energize you.
I know what you guys are doing. I know the job that you have been doing. Are you kidding me? For the first time in America's history, we have an 82% graduation rate for public schools.
Yes, the Keynote Address is a man who attributes much of his success to public education. Montel Williams, a man who grew up in Baltimore, the youngest of four, and when the concept of busing kids to other parts of the city was just coming into play in this country.
Montel, you are the product of the public schools, Baltimore for you. What do you remember about growing up and being the product of, and what did you learn? What did you get out of a public education?
So we moved from Baltimore City to a black enclave suburb, put on buses, moved 3 miles across town to a school and district that didn't want us. So let's remember, it's a different time and a different era. What did I learn from that? And throughout all of that, there were trials and tribulations in this country that people of my age who remember picket signs and remember yelling and screaming when you got off the bus.
He became a talk show host. The 17-year run on daytime television is rare. His stance on the importance of public education is interesting, believing it starts not at school, but at home.
My father told us, the first memory as a child with a bottle in my mouth, words from that man who I'm calling daddy was, your only job in life is to go to school and bring home good grades. My public school experience started in my home, where we need more families in this country to recognize and go back to this little adage. I had a father who literally went 17 years to college to get his degree. 17 years, night school. Now, once he got it, and before he got it, he became the Commissioner of Public Works for Baltimore City, the Commissioner of Transportation, the Chief of the Fire Department. He's now at 84, a sitting judge.
At the center of public education is understanding what it should be about, what should come from it. What is the profile of a successful graduate?
We want people that care about what the government's doing, who go out and vote, who serve on school boards, and I think that's one of the things that public education provides.
The reason that becomes important takes us to a deeper meaning, that our forefathers meant to create a culture where the flag really matters, and where we have to have a fundamental foundation that seeks to extend the knowledge base of our people to uphold its very purpose.
Public education is the cornerstone of our democracy. Public schools matter. We're founded on the principles of democracy, and that's what our public schools are.
Because wrapped into it is inspiring kids to want to be something more than maybe they even knew possible.
We jumped into this whole idea immediately that we need STEM. Somebody came up with 4 initials, STEM. We need, science, technology, engineering, right, and math. Well, whatever happened to arts? I am who I am today. I have a degree in engineering because of all the art classes I took when I was in high school and elementary school. I'm this person I am today because even in that conflicted space that I was in elementary school, I did have some really wonderful teachers.
When you look at a kid and you say you want to get them a good education, well, that's easy phrase to use. What defines a great education? Is it simply teaching them a trade that they can use in their academic life, or is it bigger than that?
We have gotten confused, I think, along the journey as to what our responsibilities are as a nation to providing the tools necessary for a child to be a good citizen. That's what education should be all about, being a good citizen. So what does that mean? I'm a contributing member of society. I have a job. I pay my taxes. I adhere to the law.
The concept is simple: to educate kids.
Basically, it's about offering a program in your schools that has the ability to meet every student's needs. And that's kind of where public education has the advantage, in that we're truly the one institution that basically utilizes education as the great equalizer to allow every child to fulfill and reach their full potential.
Teaching is not only a passion, it's not only a gift, but it is a real profession. And it's something that when you see a great teacher, then that's someone who can change the lives of countless children.
And making sure that the student is always prioritized. That when they walk through a door, they can expect an effort that, when married with their own desire, will take them where they want to go. That is the public education obligation.
And we are there to help them, to share with them, to inspire them, to say, yes, you can learn, regardless to where you've come from, regardless to your gender, your race, your creed, or religion. You can learn in this environment, and we're setting up an environment for you to learn in.
Right now, we are at such a critical juncture in our democracy that it is time for you to start taking credit for what you are doing to make sure this democracy stays the way it is.
And at least one product of the public schools believes he got the right education, because not only did he learn the 3 R's, he felt what it was like to be uplifted, to be told, you are good enough.
The true and only key to success in this country and in this world is your education. I will learn until the day I die, all because of the foundation laid in those 12 years of public school.
Life to the Max is brought to you by LifeTouch, photography for a lifetime.